Good evening. Welcome to Dressing Tammy. I am Tammy, and it's probably about, oh my goodness, it's probably going on 7 o'clock, so I hope my lighting situation is okay. I'm just using my little ring light that I mentioned in the last video. Still haven't had the courage to set up my umbrellas yet. Maybe Saturday, we'll see. So I hope the lighting is okay. Again, this looks very much just like the color that it is, so I'm going off of that. Okay, so we are here tonight to talk about my September makes, my very first September makes, and they didn't go real well. I'm not even gonna lie or pretend. The first one, I do have this one on. This one's actually almost finished. I did put the neck binding on the back, and I did the binding on the arms, which I need practice. I'm just going to say that. I need practice. You remember the pants, and I have a little surprise for you in a few minutes. We're going to put them back on, and we're going to see how they fit. And then the disaster was my wrap top. You can see it's got one sleeve and one sleeveless. And I'm going to try that on for you in just a second. So I'm going to pause the video, and we're going to come back, and I'll be standing up so I can show you this one and the pants, and then we'll continue on with the video. Okay, hang on one moment. Okay, I hope you can hear me. This one right here is the one that I copied off of a Dana Buckman blouse that I got at work, and this one is probably the one that fits the best. I say it's almost finished because I didn't bother to hem it. But I don't really like this, and I just think the fabric can't really hold its crease very well. But overall, I think there is some, let me bring it forward for you. There's a little bit of fabric that I can cinch in here. I think this part looks really good. The shoulders hit me perfectly, as you can see. That's that. And the back. Not that my hair is long or anything, but there's that. And yeah, I really like this. I had it on with a cardigan, and if I make more, which I probably will, since this actually fits me well, I thought about cardigans, or I have my blazer, which is what I really wanted to wear them with anyway, like this. Now, these are for days that I don't have to do a lot of reaching, because I can't do a lot of reaching in this. And I do want to say, pardon my Elizabeth Montgomery hair today. I don't know where that came from. And then just the denim jacket. I do have jeans on, and I wouldn't necessarily wear two denims together. But yeah, so that. And I do want to say, this jacket is a little bit too big for me now. Look at those sleeves. There's my shoulder. So I'm very happy. I'm very, very pleased with myself. I don't want to have to buy a new denim jacket, but there are some perks to losing weight. Okay, so that's the first one. And again, this is the one that I just copied a shirt that I already had, that I knew that fit. So as far as like a bodice pattern, this is a really good start for me as far as getting my shoulders right and length. I love the length of it. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Let me see if I can pull this down. There you go. It's the length of it. Again, I didn't finish it. Let me put it over my bootay. There you go. And if it was finished, it would be about like this. So, okay. Pausing one more time, and we'll try on the mistake. Okay. This one is the mistake, and there are so many things wrong with this. I'm going to focus on this side, because you can see right here that there's just, to me, there's way too much shoulder, and I think it should, there's the shoulder seam there, and I think it should come a little bit further in. Now, I did bring this in slightly. Sorry, you can't see me. But I did bring this in slightly, and put the sleeve back in. But when I did, now I have this thing, and now my pits are right here and my seam is right here. So I got a good inch, maybe inch and a quarter. And so if I pulled this back up, it's just a mess. See how much room I have? Sorry, I know I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at myself, but it's just, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's my arm side or if it's my sleeve. So I'm not 100% sure. This is where I cut the fabric off because it was sticking out like to here. So I cut this much off. I put my seam allowance in. You can see that's what that chalk line is. But I mean, I just don't think this top's doing me any favors. Granted, it doesn't have its belt and it's not hemmed yet. Let me see if I can stand back. To me, it just, I don't know. It's just not doing me any favors, I don't think. I think it's making me look way bigger than I am. And so that's why I just put it in the closet. Now, I did mention, I don't want to get undressed on camera. Hang on. I did mention that I had purchased something on Amazon to try to help. And that was this. I purchased these little, like, dressmaker's rulers. This one, and this one, and this one, and this one. So I'm hoping that I can maybe work this out and get my arms right. I don't want to give up because I want a wrap top. I just don't think this is the one. I mean, gosh, there's so much. Sorry, didn't mean to flash you. There's just so much fabric. It just seems like there's so much fabric. And I don't know if it's the fabric choice that I did or, I don't know. I just feel like, that's what I feel like in this. And I don't like it. So, okay, now let me put on my pants. Be right back. Alrighty, here are my blue pants. And I just want to show you how much I've gone down just a little bit. Because before, remember I had that gape? Now I still have, as we saw in that video, and I'll pop a link up here, but I still have a belly. I'm not gonna lie, but oh my gosh, I love them because I have so much room now. Oh, I love keto. So yeah. So this is why I'm going to try really hard to work on pants, and why I think that just losing weight, honestly, will help my pattern fitting tremendously. So yeah, I just wanted to show you these. Again, this is not the fabric that I'm making them in. This was simply just an experiment. So just looking at them and having lost weight and being able to actually, if this had a zipper in it, this zipper would close, and that's what it would look like. So, I mean, they're as fitted as they're gonna get, I think. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer here. But, yeah. But I still have this, so I still think I need a little bit of I don't know what you would call it. I'm not sure where to put it. I'm guessing here. Just a little openness. So, yeah. So, sorry, I keep saying so. But I was very pleased when I put these on this afternoon. I knew they had to have fit a little bit better, but I didn't think they were going to fit like this. Because these are actually like in a good material, a nice material that would suck me in and not this little flimsy stuff. These would actually be cute. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that, and okay, and we're gonna come back and sit down and talk. Okay, so now, having reviewed all of those makes, what I've come to the conclusion is that I think for me, I need to really focus on making a sloper, a block that fits my body. That's what I'm leaning toward. I don't think that I'm going to have great results right now making things out of a pattern until I learn how my body is put together, basically. Going forward, we are going to really focus on pants. I might put in a few videos on a bodice sloper, because I do have some of those worked out already. I've actually made a skirt sloper, and I will dig that out somewhere, iron it up, and we'll post that too so you can see. Is I don't want to not make the patterns that I bought, but I want to make them so that they fit me, and there's got to be a way where I can use my block and then just, you know, for a wrap top, I'll just use my block, but then make that part come over, and there's just got to be a way. Again, like I said in the last video, I thought this was going to be so easy. I thought, you got this, but I don't. I am so unskilled at this. I thought I really did have some sewing skills, but I don't know. It's really quite the learning curve, isn't it? So that's it. Now, yesterday I did one of the first parts of my 4-part trying to master pants, and I will put a little video here in a second of me using my first technique, which many of you probably have seen, and that is using the flexible ruler and getting your measurements that way, getting the shape of your body that way, and then transferring that shape onto paper. The video that I took yesterday is just getting my measurements and how I did that. So I'm going to put that in here, and we'll be right back. Da, da, da. Okay guys, today we're going to do crotch fitting. I hope you can see me. Hi. If you can't, it doesn't matter, because we're all about this area today. Alright, so the struggles that I have are with pants crotches. You want to know why? Let me turn to the side. Okay? This is why. As you can see, I believe, this and this are pretty much the same. If we were in a dark alley and you saw this coming at you, you'd say, why is she walking backwards? So that's all I'm going to say about that. But the first experiment we're going to do is we're going to take our flexible ruler, and I know probably many of you have seen this online already. I've gone ahead and put my little hair tie right there at 0, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that right here at the center crotch, close my legs, and then I have here a piece of ribbon that I've got tied around where my waist is. Now I've had this ribbon on for a minute, okay? So it should be settled to where my waist is. Let me just tuck my shirt in, my tights here real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up, and we're going to kind of mold it here, and we're going to measure at the bottom of this ribbon, and that is about a 15.5 from my center crotch to the bottom of this ribbon. Now I think I'm going to actually go 15. I think I'm going to go 15, because that's kind of, to me, that feels like waistband height. That feels like where I want my waistband. So I'm going to go here. Yeah, that's 15. That's totally 15. 15 inches. So there we go. 15 inches. Like that. There you go. Now we're going to do the same thing, but to the back. Pull forward a little bit. We're going to do the exact same thing. And we can see the old Tammy curve. That's plenty attractive, isn't it? Alright, now the butt. And we're going to do the same thing. Going to find that center crotch. I'm going to come up, find the bottom of that ribbon. Right here it is. Touch it. And then I've seen everybody say do a squat. Let me hold my center. It's like a 1/4 inch there. So we're going to go here. That's almost the whole ruler for my butt. Okay. And that is a 17.5 for my butt. So that's what that looks like. So now the idea behind this thing, again, I don't know if you can see me, doesn't really matter, is that I'm going to take as close to these shapes, and again, I'll do it off camera, but I just wanted to show you what I was doing. I'm going to take as close to these shapes as I can and transfer it onto some paper, front and back, and then we're going to make we're going to draft a block pattern out of this based on, yeah, the waist and the hip, and go on down. We'll probably make a pair of shorts and the thighs right here. Currently, my situation that I have going on is I have a 36-inch waist and 47 inches around here, the fullest part of my butt and belly, and that's pretty good. I mean, 47 is not awesome, but I used to be a 51. That's today's little snippet. We're gonna do 2 more. Again, I'm probably talking to nothing. There we go. We're gonna do 2 more. We're gonna start off with this curve one, and then we're going to do the aluminum foil one and see what that yields. And then we're just going to do a regular cloth tape measure, which I'm sure it's probably going to give me similar results to this curve. And then we're just going to see. And then we're just going to do we're going to do 4, I think. We're going to do just a basic drafting where you just take your measurements with the cloth tape, measuring tape, and document those on a piece of paper. And there's none of this miss. We're just going to take the measurements. So I hope that makes sense. And now back to the video. Bye. Okay, so there's that one. And like I said in the video, I have 3 more techniques that we're going to use. And I'm going to try my best before 2020 to have at least 1 pair of pants that I can comfortably, enthusiastically, confidently wear in public, with my mom, if I can wear them with my mom present and she doesn't say anything, that I know I did a pretty good job. So yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. This was extremely difficult for me. I shouldn't have started out with 3. I should have probably started out with 1, being so new to this. So for the rest of 2019, it's going to probably just be focused on pants, and I'll probably throw a few like block things in, and how I make my own patterns and draft my own patterns. But right now, I'm going to try to back off, unless it's pants related, on the big 4 pattern companies and trying to make patterns, trying to make, you know, like that wrap top. I'm just not there yet. I really just have to focus on fit right now, and that's where we're at. So I just feel so blessed to have all of you guys to watch and to teach. I feel like I'm not really giving you any, you know, content. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm more fumbling around trying to get a pair of pants to fit. So bear with me. If there's a YouTuber on here that you really enjoyed on how they made their block or how they made their sloper, leave a link below. Or if they're on Instagram, go over to Instagram at dressing.tammy and let me know there, and so I can follow them on Instagram or follow them on YouTube, watch their videos, get some ideas. I have a sense of how to do it. Like I said, I do have like a bodice and I do have a skirt, but I don't really have a pants block yet. So it's something that we're gonna work on in the next few months, okay? So that's it for me tonight. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I think it's Columbus Day weekend, is it not? So if you got a long weekend, enjoy your long weekend. So, and I will see you next week. I'm hoping Tuesday we'll have something, maybe a little bit of maybe a little muslin going on of our first pants. So stay tuned, come on back. Thank you for watching. Thank you all so much for subscribing to this channel right now, because I know it's so new, and like I said, I feel like I'm not really giving you anything. So that's it. Now I'm off to take a shower and go to bed. So guys, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.